Oh, hey sis, hey girl. I know the angle is off, but this is the only place I can catch my phone right now so we could talk. So I am about to do this DIY, and this is why I'm doing the DIY. Well, first of all, I don't have a money tree growing in my backyard, as I stated when I made this post about those new bags that Coach just released. I'm gonna call it the scribble bag, okay? Like, it's a scribble look. They had some real interesting things, some real interesting graphics that represented their version of New York. But my reality is different from what the bag is showing. I looked at that little bag and I said, man, if people really think that New York is just about pretzels, hot dogs, pizza, like, where the people at? Where the people at? I wish that Coach would have gave us other options and like embraced all the boroughs. Now, you know, I know in New York there's a lot of borough beef because people from the Bronx think they're better from the people from Brooklyn, and Brooklyn think they're better than the Bronx, and where's Staten Island? Like, do we even count Staten Island? But everybody think that Manhattan is it. But we call Manhattan a city, and it's just so much. And then Queens, you know what I mean? Like, Brooklyn and Queens, we good. Brooklyn and Queens, we good. But when the Bronx come in there, then you got Harlem, you got all. Brooklyn is Brooklyn. New York City is big, okay? New York City is big. So I was like, you know what, Coach? I think I missed the mark. I think you should have gave us borough bags. You should have gave us borough bags. You should have given everybody an opportunity to grab a bag that represented their borough, and we could have been rocking this whole situation differently. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to do that, and hopefully it turned out cute. You know, hopefully it turned out cute. But like, they missed the mark with this one. I understand Rexy, and I understand the pretzels, and but my thing is, you're forgetting the people. You're forgetting that New York is also a vibe. It is a vibe. It's an energy. And God forbid you had the whole world thinking that New York is only pretzels and pizza and hot dogs and Rexy and a taxi cab. Like, whatever. Anyway, sorry that you're catching this angle, but I needed to record this because it's going to make its way into the video anyway. But yeah, I'm going to get home and finish sketching out my interpretation of some of my favorite things about New York. And yes, I have food up there, but I also got street names and, you know, and experiences from that moment, that era in New York. So but Coach, y'all missed the mark on that. Y'all could have really done something. I need to get on that creative team because y'all could have really done something. It would have been so much beef with these bags. It would have been like, oh, but good beef, not bad. But it would have just been like, anyway, let me get in the house, finish and work on my little project. I think it's gonna turn out so cute. I don't know why my husband never parks the way I park. Do you back up and park? I know I do. We call that combat park. So if you gotta ever get out of danger, you drive out. You don't gotta back up or back up. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta back out. Oh Lord, let me slow down. This is not my truck. Okay. Yeah, I missed the mark, Coach. Okay, sis, now that everything is prepped and ready to go, it is time to get to work. So before I even put a paintbrush to this bag, the first thing I do is use some acetone to wipe off any type of coating that came from the factory. This helps me get the bag ready to be painted on, sketched on, like what I'm doing right here. I just use a number 2 pencil just to do a rough draft and get my ideas out of my head and onto the bag. You're going to see throughout this process that my idea changed several times, but it's okay. I mean, that's what creativity is all about. Doing what you want to do and having fun while doing it. Okay, so I mixed my paint colors, laid out the primary colors, and then I went in with white paint. I like to use white paint as the base color just so I can make sure I like the placement of everything before I use colors that are hard to remove. You're going to see throughout this process that, girl, the bag started this way, but it ended a completely different way. I kept 75% of the ideas I had here, but look, it dried overnight, and today is the next day. Yeah, like that YouTube time warp. And today I had to finish the bag by sealing it with a matte finish. I think it turned out so pretty. However, after I sealed it, I noticed that there were some areas that I wanted to improve on, and I did that after I applied the second coat. Now, it's really good to seal any painted project so that way your artwork lasts. I am not a pro. I do this for fun, and I like to share what I learned here. This bag was just like a trip down memory lane for me, girl. From the 212 to the Brooklyn on the side, it is giving me Brooklyn vibes. So I sealed the bag, and then I let it dry, and I went in and did a few more things because I made a mistake while I was just cleaning it up a little bit with the acetone. I smeared a little bit of the red out of the New York City heart, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to make the bag a little bit more glam. So I went in again with my gold metallic paint marker. You see me here highlighting the projects of Fort Greene. That's what these this design inside the NYC represents. It represents the projects of New York because, girl, that was a time, okay? Shout out to everybody in Fort Greene. And anyway, this is how it turned out. I think it was so cute. I used my pin from the Coach Cafe in Austin to adorn the bag some more. I threw some denim on there, and to me it's a whole vibe. Added my name tag and some charms and some chains. You can't tell me nothing. Money saved. Shout out to 212. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool vibe, and that's how it started. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please comment below. And sis, I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.